Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's 45th day. It's Valentine's Day. I'm here to talk about Granny Smith and probably about a little about love today. Hopefully, I won't get all emotional or teary eyed or anything. I don't know. Love and friendship is the what I'm thinking about today. Hey, I got this shirt as a gift. Look at it all. It's cute glory. Got it. My wife got it from T Fury. Um, once upon a T. Why I say T Fury? Once upon a tea. Anyway, I haven't had anything to drink quite yet, but I probably will. But yeah, so I got this. I've eaten a lot of sweets. It's gonna suck having to eat this on top of the sweets. But you know what? This apple's gonna remind me that I ate at least one healthy thing today. But that's not the. It's not gonna negate any of that. Mm. I had my friends over last night. It was really nice. We played Quiplash until 8 a.m. I don't know how I stayed up that late, but if anybody knows me, I normally fall asleep very quickly. Um, I'm usually the first to fall, and it's a very quick fall. But I I, I trooped through. That's probably one of the last times I'll see one of my friends for a while, and I don't know. It was like a really, it was nice. Um, I don't know. It just It's like if you ever you ever hung out with one of your friends and you like feel this sense of brotherhood or sisterhood or just siblinghood, something that's I don't know. It's like a bond that's it's a bond that genetics or blood can't quite. It just can't. It can't quite. It's like genetics and family can't quite cut that kind of bond. And then in addition to that, like I don't know, like the bond you have for that. I mean, it when you feel like this intense like sadness that you're not gonna see your friends for a while. Like I don't know, it stings, but it's like a bittersweet feeling. It's like, hey, this person is. It's like I'm so glad that I have these people as friends. Crap, I'm gonna start tearing up. Um, and then it just makes you realize like you have these people who care about you, and and you care about them, and it's like you're like I need to keep going. I need to keep. It's like these are people that I these are people that are worth giving my time for. These are people that are worth they're 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 just they're worth it, you know, like they're beyond like like I don't even I think worth their like they're worth my time is an understatement. And then I mean, it's like when you have friends like that, it's like you don't think about it in the heat of the moment, but like when they're leaving it's like it just you feel it. And I mean, I have a lot of friends like that. I mean, that I have that. It's like when I say goodbye to them, it's like I don't know when I'm gonna see them again, and it's just it's a nice but it's a bittersweet feeling. It's like the same feeling I it's like one of the same like feelings that I feel whenever I have to kiss my wife goodbye for the night. Like it's good that I know that I have that I have that bond somewhere in the world, and I know that, and I look forward to feeling that bond once once that person returns, or even if it's just staying in contact, you still feel that bond, and it's nice. I'm not tearing up. It's just nose. And with Valentine's Day, I mean, that's I hate when people are like, oh, singles awareness. I mean, yeah, it's like it is nice to find camaraderie among other single folks, but they always it's always like this feeling of like trying to put people down for having these feelings of love or having these feelings of like deep friendship with people, anything like that. I'm like y'all need to stop. It's like these people are having like these people are getting together and hanging out or whatever they're doing for like for the shared for the shared experience, like this experiencing life and experiencing just yeah, experiencing like life and memories and just all these sorts of journeys together, and it's like don't poo poo that. And as I've seen a lot of examples of recently of where I mean romantic love has failed for some people, and it's when you experience romantic love with your partner, like my wife in this example, it's like and you see other people fail, it hurts to see that. And you're like, and it gives you this worry that may happen to you someday. But then you think about all the strengths and all the shared moments that you have, and like the synchronicities that you have with that person. I mean, at least with me, like just one like for example today when we went to go eat dinner, um, we ate at this one place where we saw our friends together as a couple for one of the last times, and we as soon as we both took our first bite, we instantly thought together, just it's like this is really sad because like we're here eating this meal, and like the last time we were here, our friends were together, and I don't know, it's just one of those. It's like to have that kind of like to have that type of like I guess synchronized state together. That's I never really thought about what love was, and I always thought it was like some weird like fairy tale BS thing that you see on TV and all that. But like the thing that I feel with my wife, I'm like it's I don't know, it's this. I mean, kind of going back to it, it's like we're both like attuned in sync with one another, and like we'll sometimes have the exact same thought that was brought about by the same exact thing. I mean, I know that's probably also the result of like, I mean, if you're around somebody for enough of time, like an ample amount of time, I mean, more often than not, I mean, you're gonna have the exact same thoughts as that person during certain things because it's like, I mean, there are a lot of things to think about at once, but there's gonna be like kind of a, I guess, kind of a common pool. But I don't know, it's just nice. Like, gosh, I've barely been eating this apple. um, I don't know. It's just really, I think of like, I mean, even if I didn't have gifts to give her for Valentine's Day, I would at least. I mean, even if I didn't have the gifts to give her for Valentine's Day, I mean, I would love to make the day as nice for her as possible because it's like I know that sounds kind of basic, sounds kind of traditional. It's just, and I know that every day is like Valentine's Day, and you need to make every day like Valentine's Day. You need to keep falling in love with that person, or keep building friendships with people. You know, it's like you gotta keep being in touch. You gotta keep that heart open, and it's like not be afraid. Don't hesitate to communicate your thoughts or your innermost feelings about things that are going on. It's like don't 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 be a wuss in front of emotions because they're like one of the because they're one of those things that are just it's just more powerful than reason. It's like, and I know that people dismiss them as kind of like just kind of crazy, wacky, hippy dippy do stuff, but I think I mean they're what make us human. I mean they can't be quantified. They can't be like as far as I know. It's like it's really hard to like it's really hard to put a number around a heart unless you're playing Zelda, but that's beside the point. I know that emotions also kind of fall into instinct, and animals have those things. I mean, we're also animals, but anyway, as I see these cats over here about to get into a fight, I better continue eating this apple. Here's Xander. He's not as sour as this apple, but he's definitely sweet. But I can kind of go back to the whole like love and friendship thing. It's like you gotta keep making moments with your friends or your partner or your partners that that, I don't know, keep things alive, that keep things. It's like you have to live every day, like not necessarily Valentine's Day, but you got to keep going out with your partner. You got to keep having like proverbial sleepover hangout moments with your friends. You got to keep having you gotta live your moments your D&D sessions, your gun club meetings, whatever. I don't shoot or anything, but it's like you gotta whatever you do that tickles your fancy, that builds that camaraderie, that builds that trust, that builds that common shared clubbish interest that you have with your friends. Even if you may not politically agree with them, even if you may not religiously follow the same things, there is that common thread that brings you guys together, and you guys got to keep re-exploring that and exploring different things about it. It's like, I don't know, that I think that's what love and friendship and siblinghood is. It's like it's not it's not just some shared genetic code. It's, I mean, anybody could be made of the same materials, but when you're made of the same memories, and you're made of the same when you're made of the same when you're made of the same time and memories, I think that that's something that can't be that's something that can't be beaten. That's something that can't be easily repeated. I mean, you can breed and breed and breed all you want, but the real connections, I believe, real connections, in my opinion, come from the time you spend and the quality of that time. Because we're not here for that long. Speaking of, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been like at least 15 minutes or so, but um, yeah, we're not alive for all that long. And to donate that kind of time and to make enjoyment out of that, I mean, I think that in my opinion, that's that's the real that's the real just lovely candy, the honey, the I don't know what the spice of the of the human experience. Even if it's like hanging out with yourself and taking that time to be like, I need to explore this game, I need to explore this book, I'm gonna learn this language, I'm gonna go for a run, I'm gonna eat this apple to try to make myself feel better. It's like sometimes you gotta make that time. You gotta make that time count, because there's not a lot of time. And with that, I have 321 days remaining on this Apple journey. So 45 down, 321 to go.